Around the world, around the world.
Clutchers!
Alright, for Super Mario Odyssey, it's pretty clear that the theme is going around the world. So with Super Mario Odyssey having a theme of being an odyssey around the world, it only makes sense for there to be more worlds. Some YouTubers have theories that there will only be 4 worlds in Super Mario Odyssey, but I call BS on that, and I'm sure we'll get a lot more worlds.
Pretty much what Demetri is saying. I don't really think it's just going to be 4 worlds.
It worked
really
for Super Mario Land, but for this, it won't.
I just think this is just to hype us up. Even if the worlds are going to be huge, I mean, to be fair, hardcore. This is really for hardcore Mario gamers. If we're dedicated enough, these worlds will be beaten in about maybe a few hours. So, I'd say more than Sunshine's worlds, but less than 64's.
So a happy medium?
Fair. A happy medium, like maybe 10.
So going over the worlds,
2 extra worlds.
8 regular, 2 extra worlds?
Yeah.
So going over the worlds we have so far, we have New Donk City, Cogwald, that Mexican desert, and Mount Poblano. Those are the names for it, so if you don't know the names, the food world, the forest, New Donk City being the city, of course, and the Mexican desert.
Right.
So what else do you think we'll see world-wise? Here's what I think. I think we will definitely see a Japan-based world.
Absolutely.
It would make no sense whatsoever not to include a Japanese world.
But my question is, I don't think they could really do Tokyo because that's kind of a city already, and we already have New Donk City.
If you've ever played newer Super Mario Bros. Wii, remember that world that had the cherry blossoms?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That would be great.
I think they might even do that. Maybe, like, what would be the theme of the world? Would it be underwater?
We already kind of have that with the Forest Mechanical world because there are water sections.
What if it's a snowy world?
A snowy world?
Imagine how beautiful that would look.
That would be beautiful. Would it be kind of like a mountain world with cherry blossom trees?
But yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know, for the snowy world I was thinking more of Antarctica, but you're onto something there.
I mean, either that or maybe it could be a lava world.
Yeah, the snowy world's definitely better for a cherry blossom Japan-like environment.
I was thinking that, but then again, we kind of got a glimpse. Didn't we get a glimpse of kind of a snowy world, or no?
It kind of looked like that.
But it wasn't anything concrete.
No, it wasn't.
But I remember you were telling me you had a dream about an India world, or was that me?
That was me.
Okay. Yeah, and usually, if you know Demetri well, his dreams are usually 75% correct.
Yeah, because I dreamed before Nintendo Direct we'd get a Donkey Kong Country port, and turns out the next day we got Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. And that dream I had about Super Mario Odyssey, it looked a little different. It looked a little bit like 3D World with the colors and everything, but there was this world that was very Antarctica-like, but it was underground. Kind of like the mines in Donkey Kong Country, but I think that a snowy Japanese world would be cool, but going back to the India one, I don't know, because India, it's a bit of an odd choice for a world.
Yeah, I mean, what do we have? I mean, besides New Donk City, everything else is kind of a typical Mario level. We got the forest, the desert, that in the Candy World. There's no such thing as a Candy World in typical Mario. So it looks like there's going to be some traditional Mario levels with twists, and there's going to be like completely brand new worlds.
I don't know, with India, that would be kind of cool. Could you imagine Mario riding an elephant?
Or a magic carpet.
Could you imagine Taj from Diddy Kong Racing being in the game, and Mario could choose a magic carpet or elephant? Abracadabra, alakazoo. That would be funny. But I don't know. If India is
Thank
actually a
you.
world, that would be awesome.
It would. Um, I was thinking, in terms of the worlds, do you think it'll be like Breath of the Wild, where there's no music at all, just like, well, not music at all, but like, kind of like, natural atmosphere sounds. You know how like some sections of the world will have music, and then some will just be atmosphere sounds. Do you think it'll be like that?
Hard to say, but Zelda is quite different from Mario. It would work for Zelda, but not Mario, because Mario needs to have some fun music to go along with it.
True, but I don't know. I feel like it could work if maybe like the song is just kind of. What if like the farther you get away from the world, the lower the music gets?
Maybe, or if there's a hub world of any sort, it could be like Super Mario 64 where it didn't have music.
Well, I don't really think there's gonna be a hub world. That's my thing.
I don't know. The thing I saw with New Donk City is it didn't have any music, it just had like the street sounds, but that was just a demo. I think we'll definitely have some music.
Oh, I was just thinking about this. What if New Donk City is the hub world?
That could very well be it, because Mario is from New York, remember that?
Yeah, but not only that, there's signs for like all the worlds there too.
There is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it could be the tutorial world, but it could also be the hub world for the other places. I mean, well, actually, no, it can't, because you travel the world on the Hat ship. I just remembered that.
But besides the Japanese snowy cherry blossom like world in India, I also think we'll see an ancient Greek like world because ancient Greece and Greece in general is one of the most historical places in the world, and it still holds up to this day despite the economy being complete trash. But that has nothing to do with it because this is a Mario game, this is not politics. But an ancient Greek world would be great, specifically in an ancient Greek amusement park, because it would combine something modern like an amusement park with ancient Greece.
That'd be really cool. Hmm. What would you think the last world will be about? Like,
The last world, it could be a lava
like it has
world.
to. What if it's the Great Wall of China?
You know, going back to Japan, I think if they combine the Orient, like China, Japan, South Korea, it could work because that Mexican desert isn't just Mexico, but it's also Egypt.
Right, right. I don't know. Well, Bowser. Actually, I was thinking that the last world would be like a wedding level, like, or the last world could be like a huge wedding cake, and you have to travel up the different layers to get to Bowser on the top.
That would be really ridiculous.
But awesome.
No, it wouldn't be.
It'd be pretty cool for me. I don't know.
But
There's
going
already a
back to
food
the ancient
world.
Greek world, I think
Yeah.
that some of Mario's past ideas can be incorporated into it. Remember Super Mario's Wacky Worlds? I think there could be a Trojan horse in that level, kind of like there was in that game that you can climb on. Or maybe you could ride the Trojan horse. Or maybe Centaur Mario will make a return as a power-up.
I was just about to say that.
That would be
What
freaky,
was,
though.
what was my idea for a world? I mean, I already have my wish. I already have New York as a level. Why not, you know what would be really fun? A Hollywood level.
That
Like,
would be
like what?
interesting to see.
Like, what if that? Actually, what if that's the last world?
That would
Like, you
actually
have to
make
walk
sense.
Like, you have to walk down the Walk of Fame, and it says Bowser's name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
It could work, but do you think Nintendo's trying to represent every continent in the game?
Uh, I don't think so. Intentionally. I mean, I don't know, because it's like one world's New Donk City, one world is kind of reminiscent of Mexico, but then the other level's a food world. Like, that doesn't make sense.
America?
Well, unless that's part of New Donk City, then that'd make a lot of sense.
Here's what I think. I think New Donk City is clearly North America's representation. That Mexican desert, even though Mexico is a North American country, a lot of South America is very similar to that. Have you seen the favelas in Brazil?
Yeah.
The colorful buildings? I think they're kind of going for that to represent South America. And it's also part Egyptian, so there you go, Africa. The forest?
I was thinking, yeah.
Not sure.
I was thinking, like, I had a really cool idea. I was dreaming about this the other day. Mario was in this ice world, and Crazy Cat was actually in an igloo, and Mario had to crouch into there to go into there.
Antarctica?
Practically, yeah. And he was in, like, a little Eskimo suit.
Ice Climber's Return.
Yes, but with Mario's face.
He could have a hammer, too, as a power-up. That would be so cool.
Funny thing is, I think he had a hammer. I don't know. He had something in his hand. I'm pretty sure it was a hammer.
But predicting...
The thing is, these worlds are so huge, and I don't know how many worlds there are gonna be. I think minimum 7 to 8 worlds.
Keep in mind, this game has been in development ever since 3D World, so it'll be 4 years since 3D World came out when this game comes out in holiday 2017. So, predicting the worlds, we clearly have New Donk City, the Mexican South American-like desert, the forest with mechanical features, and the food world. Now, we all know the food world isn't a real-life location, but I do think we'll see more real-life locations. We'll definitely see Japan of some sort. India, I think, would be a little bit of a stretch. I do predict we'll see ancient Greece in some sort of way, but how about an Australian-like world?
With kangaroos and stuff like that?
Yeah, but with Australia, it should kind of have like a tropical theme too. Could be the tropical world.
You know, that can work.
Cause
How about it's I was thinking maybe a Western type of vibe, like a Western island.
that could actually really work out well.
That could. And you could ride on kangaroos instead of horses.
Ride on kangaroos? That would be a little weird.
Well, inside the pouch.
Inside the pouch?
Yeah.
That would be kind of bizarre.
Well, Mario riding on a Sphinx is kind of bizarre.
But I can see that though. But with the Australian world, I think a Western tropical-like environment would be really cool.
It would.
With kangaroos?
We have yet to see. I mean, for all we know, there could be burrows in New Donk City.
Do you think there will be an Outback Steakhouse?
There will be an Outtoad Steakhouse.
That would be kind of funny. Outback isn't even Australian. No rules, just right.
Huh?
No rules, just right. That's Outback's slogan.
That'd actually be pretty funny.
So, with the Australian world, it could be Western one section, and then you're going underwater in the next.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit like Isle Delfino, but with a Western vibe.
We kind of already have water in the forest world.
Just because there's water in one doesn't mean there couldn't be water in the other.
No, you're totally right. I'm just speculating. I don't know. Any other thoughts before we wrap this up?
So far we got down Japan, Greece, and Australia as worlds we predicted. India would be one I'd like to see, but I doubt we'll get. Antarctica, I think that's another one we'll probably get in some form or another, because Antarctica is a really cold place. And I think we'll get an Antarctican-like sky. Have you seen those before?
Oh yeah, that would be beautiful. I was actually thinking, are there any worlds in Super Mario's Wacky Worlds that haven't been depicted in a Mario game before?
They had this chemistry-like world. That could be a level in the game, but I don't know.
I don't know. That's kind of bland. Something that has to do with like the worlds and the continents.
The thing with Super Mario's Wacky Worlds is it was some obscure project in the 90s that I doubt Nintendo of Japan even knows about.
No, I know, but it could give us like maybe a better idea of what to think of.
They did have an Antarctican level with that sky, and it was really cool to look at.
I think for sure we'll see an Antarctica level.
But besides the ones we predicted, is there anything else you'd like to see?
I would actually love at the end of the game to crash Bowser's wedding.
Of course, that's probably going to be the plan, so I could totally see that. But anything
Actually,
out of the ordinary, no matter how weird it is, that you'd really like to see in the game.
It'd be interesting if the reason why the hat has eyes is because of some sort of magic rabbit.
Illuminati confirmed.
And I really want to know what those other rabbits are supposed to be. Like, are they the wedding planners for Bowser?
Well, they're all wearing formal clothes.
Oh yeah, that's very true. They all kind of dress like they're back in the 1800s, though.
Still.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, I think that's all I got on the world so far.
For the worlds, I have a pretty good idea of something that should be added. How do you feel about this?
What do you mean?
How would you feel if there were throwback worlds? Like, based on other Mario games. Once you beat the game, you'd get, like, extra worlds.
I don't know. If they're extra worlds, fine, sure, but don't make it worlds that are part of the main adventure. That'd be such a pain in the butt.
Like, you could have a Mushroom Kingdom world. Isle Delfino, maybe?
Actually, I was thinking in the beginning of the game, you start off in Peach's castle, and then you get whisked away to New Donk City.
I don't know. It's just a thought, but I am so sick of the Mushroom Kingdom and New Super Mario Brothers and Sprixie Kingdom. It didn't even try to be different from the Mushroom Kingdom.
It was the Mushroom Kingdom, just an alternate dimension.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, this is the Mario game we've been asking for. There are no Mushroom Kingdom type levels. I just want Nintendo to surprise me with the worlds. No matter if my predictions are wrong or not, just surprise me. I'm pretty sure I'll be pretty satisfied.
So in summary, what I predict to see is an Antarctica-like world, a Japan one, whether it be Tokyo or the Cherry Blossom Snowy Mountain world I was talking about, an ancient Greek-like world, preferably an amusement park, and an Australian Western tropical hybrid. I'd like to see India, but that is quite a stretch. And I do think we'll see one based on China.
Yes, I think Great Wall of China has a good chance.
And China is the biggest country in the world, population-wise. Do you think we'd see Russia, though?
Basically. Yeah, I mean...
A Russian world?
That's all I got on Odyssey right now. Hopefully E3... I mean, they're focusing all their attention on E3 to Mario Odyssey, so I'm hoping they announce some big things.
Oh, of course they are. I think we'll finally find out what Crazy Cap is, we'll see new worlds, the amiibo functionality, and hopefully Luigi.
Yep. I think Luigi will find out later on in the year, but everything else, sure. Oh, amiibo, I think we'll find out later on in the year, too.
But anyways, thanks for watching. Demeej.
And I'm Ty, the guy who 800.
See you at E3.